Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. This is Peter Walsh Official and I'm coming from Cork in Ireland and I'm so happy to be here, guys. If you're watching me on YouTube video, you'll see I look a fucking state here. I've just had to come in off the rain here. Oh my God, the rain coming down here is unbelievable. Whew, Jesus. Anyway, so guys, it's fantastic to be here. Basically my podcast is all about three main things. And hey, if we want to talk about other things, fantastic too. Main things, dating from a guy's point of view. A lot of women are thinking, oh, a guy's thinking X, Y, Z. He's doing this, he's doing that. Well, actually, ladies, I'm no pro, but I'll tell you exactly what us men are thinking. Actually, ladies, it's not A, B, C, it's X, Y, Z. There's been so many girls have actually blown their heads away on social media. I don't get it. I thought this shit was obvious. You know what I mean? But it's not. And I guess, communication is a big thing these days. And, I'm not being an asshole to men. I'm just telling, well, actually, no, ladies, you got it all wrong. So anyway, the second thing is we're going to talk about is adoption. Now, guys, many of you would not know, why would you, that I'm an adopted child. And the thing is about adoption, I recently, over the last year, tried to meet my birth parents. Now, here's the thing. I have actually never had a problem as an adopted child. Never once looked at it. I did have a really bad run-in with my birth father, who's actually, I got rejected by him. I was asked to take a second DNA test when the first one came in already, and all of a sudden they just disappeared. And little did I know, actually, my birth brother, who's on my birth father's side, was actually living next door, and I mean literally right next fucking door to one of my best friends. Get your head around that fucker. Because I still can't get over it. I mean, small world doesn't even come into it anymore. That just brought a new whole fucking meaning to small world. So my point is this. I'd like to help anybody that's out there that is struggling with adoption. Okay? Because look, it made me realize that I've had never an issue, and I'm being God's honest truth, never had a problem, but yet it still fucked me up for a while. Right? It really did. All I wanted to do was just meet my birth parents, and just have a civil relationship with them, stay in contact and, but nothing major, right? Nothing major at all. And that was a really hard thing to happen. So I can understand that there's a lot of people out there that have had it way worse than me, right? And I'm lucky as fuck to have my family, honest to God. And I'm delighted because they are my family, not my birth parents. My family is my family. And, I've heard the horror stories. If people are out there who've got really bad adoption stories, please contact me at any time, okay? Because I would genuinely like to help. Because I know a hell of a lot more people have had it way worse than I. And if anybody needs to have a chat, please, let's have a chat, okay? The third thing I like to talk about is Formula One. I used to be a professional race car driver and raced for 13 years. Across the world, won some titles, fucking love racing. It was always been my passion. But, unfortunately didn't get to Formula One because, well, lack of sponsorship. And it's a very, very tough world out there. Even Lando Norris, the Formula One driver, has said it's almost impossible to make it to Formula One. And this guy actually bought his way into Formula One. I genuinely think he's a good driver, so that's not a dig at him. But that's the reality. If you watch Formula One Drive to Survive on Netflix, you'll have seen this. So it's not like I'm blowing the whistle on a guy. This is literally out in public knowledge. That his dad's a billionaire, he got him to racing, and the rest is history. So, I even applaud Lance Stroll, excuse me. I even applaud Mr. Stroll for admitting that. That was quite humble of him, and I'd love to give him a fucking pat on the back for that. So well done to him. So yeah, guys, they are the three scenarios that I really like to talk about. So let's get into today. Today I want to talk about dating because Many of you might know, may or may not know, I have a Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, social media following, and we talked about this topic we're going to talk about today is, can you be friends with your ex? Now, I can almost see anybody that is listening going, hell no, fucking are you kidding me, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Totally understand, because I can't see how people can. Now, look, I'm quite a open-minded guy that, hey, fuck, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe it is possible. And it bothers me because the amount of reaction on here, and I even got pressured by an ex-girlfriend of mine. So, like, I want to figure this shit out, hopefully by the end of this, because I've got a lot of TikTok comments that I want to call out, because I did a post on this recently, and the comments on here, I didn't go into them wholly, but I'm going to go through them right here, right now with you guys. And hopefully we can come to some fucking conclusion, a solution, to is it a good idea or not to be friends with your ex, right? So, listen, I've wasted enough time. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm just opening up my TikTok here now, guys. I got my desktop here open in front of me. So, okay. Recently, I posted, can you go back to friends after dating? ? Okay? Nice and simple question. Can you go back to friends after dating? So, let's read some of the comments. So, we'll start off now. We won't mention any names. We're just going to call out what people have said. All right? So, for instance, this now lady has said, we human are supposed to be open-minded in life, free-minded, embrace life with some theories, and this whole drama about not being friends will end. What the fuck does that mean? Like, free-minded, embrace life with some theories. Okay, but if you embrace life with some theories, if you're going to embrace life with theories, the whole drama about not being friends will end. But aren't you going against what you're actually saying? Like, if you went in with a theory, right, that you shouldn't be friends, well, then you're never going to be friends with an ex. Now, okay, I can see the other side. If you think maybe you can, well, then you'd be open-minded about it. But that doesn't mean you're going to be open-minded either which way, right? Now, maybe I'm getting all fucking confused here with this one, but okay, let's continue. So another lady has said, friendship becomes awkward, Peter, now and again with benefits. Aha! Now, you see, look. All right. I'm on about friends. Actual fucking friends. Now, let's put it this way. Now, excuse me, guys. I'm drinking my cup of tea here as well. So, okay. Friends with benefits is not fucking friends. Let's cut the bullshit. If you want to call it that, well then, hey, that's fine. But why are you calling it friends with benefits then? Just call it friends, right? And let's be honest. Like, even if you have a friend that's a benefit now, let's play along here, right? Are you really going to sit there and ask them, oh, so hey, were you out the weekend? I was, yeah. So did you have sex with anybody? I did. Oh, really? Did you? Okay. Geez, that's amazing, isn't it? Don't you think you'd get a bit fucking jealous? Do you really want to know? Like, I don't get that one. You see, that's friends with benefits. So there obviously is still an attraction to your ex in that scenario, right? I mean, unless I'm fucking deluded here, but I don't think I am. Like, that is literally, you still have an attraction for them. I mean, I don't see any other way. No, okay, let's move on. You know, okay. Another person has said, absolutely not. Friendship can never be the same. Fact. All right? Hard to disagree with that one. Okay? It can never be the same again. I mean, like, let's expand on that one. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there with your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend in a bar or have a cup of coffee, right, during the day? And are you actually going to sit there and ask them, so? Do you have a new boyfriend, girlfriend? Right? Kind of like what we were just talking about there a minute ago about your friends with benefits, right? But, you know, are you really going to feel okay that your ex has moved on? Like, what if you haven't? Right? Is that going to fuck with your ego? You know what I mean? It's going to fuck with your ego, right? Now, I think it comes down to two things. One, if you want to be friends with your ex, and bear with me here now, guys, when I say this, I think you're being fucking selfish because you're hanging on to someone that both of you, by the way, should be moving on, right? Both of you should be moving on with other people and forgetting about the fucking past, right? But hanging on to someone, you see, what if your ex secretly likes you still? Or maybe you like your ex. So, okay, let's look at it that way. If you still want your ex, but you're, quote, friends, right? Well, you're not friends. You're just hanging on for your dear life, hoping to fuck your ex snaps out of her or his crap and sees the light and starts running back to you, right? Okay, now that's not healthy. That is not a healthy fucking friendship, right? Now, let's look at it the other way. If you know that your ex is still into you and you're hanging out with them, aren't you being the selfish one? Because you know exactly what they're up to, you know what they want, and you're just fucking with their heads, right? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So, okay, we got a guy here. Acquaintances, not friends. After 6.5 years, Pete, I met her with the goal for a relationship. She ended it. Want to stay friends. I just can't. Okay, hang on. Okay, so acquaintances, not friends. Okay, let's just stop for there. Acquaintances. Okay, I still can't understand how you could be acquaintances. Now, okay, I can understand if your friends hang out with her or her friends, or, you know, like kind of a Ross and Rachel from Friends, let's say, right? Where, you know, you've got the same group of friends. Okay. That's a real fucking hard situation to be in because you can't escape the person. You're going to be around them eventually, right? And you just have to suck it up and get on with it. Or make some new friends. Okay? Now, acquaintances. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, sir. I'll give you this. Acquaintances. Because, hey, like the kind of the Ross and Rachel, even though, hey, let's be honest, if anybody's seen Friends, Ross loved Rachel from day fucking one. So they weren't really buddies. You know what I mean? I think, was it even in the first or second episode, he asked her out, right? Now, guys, I know I'm not in fantasy land here. That is made up and it's acting. But you know something? A lot of the good stories are based on real life anyway. And hey, this shit happens all the time. There's a lot of people in the Ross and Rachel scenario in real life, right? So, okay, let's just move on. Hang on. So, acquaintances, not friends, Peter. After 6.5 years, I've met her with the goal for a relationship. After 6.5 years, I've met her with the goal for a relationship. So does that mean that you were friends with this girl for 6 years to hopefully get with her? She ended it, wanted to stay friends, I just can't. She ended it, wanted to stay friends, I just... Okay, I don't get what you're saying, because you're saying you met her with the goal for a relationship, and then she ended it, wanted to stay friends, I just can't. Okay, maybe I'm getting confused here, but okay, yeah. She wanted to stay friends, you just can't. 100% agree with you, sir. All right, let's move on. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Okay, so we got a lady up next time. All right, here we go. Depends for me personally. We're still friends 20 years later after dating. Jesus fuck. 20 years later, you're still friends? He's one of my best friends. Okay, look, I'm going to go straight for I'm going to shoot from the hip here. Is one of you gay? Because look, I went out with a lesbian. Now, she told me she was bisexual. Then she went from bisexual to, oh no, actually, Peter, I'm straight, to actually back to bisexual again. Like, fuck off, right? Cut the bullshit. So anyway, like, I knew when I broke up with that girl that you could tell she wanted to be friends. She still wanted to hang out. But she never saw me as a love interest. She was never attracted to me. I remember one time I put my hand on her knee and she nearly jumped. I was like, oh my God, where is this fucking going? This isn't going anywhere. So I can understand to a degree if people are gay and they never were attracted to the other person in the first place anyway. So then it's easier to be friends for you guys. But then as well, you're still you're still crossing that line of someone could get hurt. But, okay, I'll give you some rope on that one. Maybe you can be friends 20 years later. All right, another lady. Depends on numerous factors. It's possible but extremely tricky. Okay. I mean, doesn't it take a lot of hard work to be friends with your ex? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I had a girlfriend 20 years ago. I remember, I won't mention her name, but like I remember her, and when we broke up, again, 20 years ago, and she was an Irish girl, lovely girl, but you know something, if I sat there with her today, it still would be weird to sit there with her, first of all, right? Never mind being friends. So, you know, I don't see how I could have ever been friends with that girl, because even sitting there for, even for 5 minutes, sitting there with her had to have a cup of tea or coffee would be really fucking awkward. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I don't see how it can... Yeah, so like, you know, to put in that hard work, because you got to get over your feelings, or, dare I say it, you got to get over the other people's feelings, or they have to get over them themselves. And then you got to work on the relationship. But here's the question. Why would you want to work hard on having your ex as a friend? Seriously, why bother? You've got your own friends, hopefully. So, therefore, go back to your friends. Problem solved. Okay, let's keep going. So, here we have another guy. My ex and I separated as friends as we had way different life goals. Way different life goals? Now, I mean, okay, look, buddy. Are you talking about that you had, like, different life goals as in one of you wanted babies and marriage and a really serious relationship? Or do you mean future, like, you know, career in marketing or Wall Street, or, you know what I mean? Like, which one is it? Because if it was a career, different life goals for career, well, then you're just full of shit here, buddy. I'm sorry. You know? Okay, he says, still friends and having a good time with each other, no problem. All right, well, it sounds like to me you want her, and you're hoping that she's going to come running back to you. Sounds like it to me. Different life goals. Okay, I mean, unless you're trying to actually cover for her, that you feel bad about her, you know? Okay, another lady. Depends how secure your next partner is. Ho, 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 ho! Are you kidding me? She went for the juggler on this one, man. Depends how secure your next partner is. So you're telling me you're friends with your ex, and you are going... This is a lady, by the way, and assuming she's straight, she's going to get a new boyfriend, and she's going to still be friends with her ex, and expect the new boyfriend to be secure in himself. Now, listen, look, I'm sorry, but that's total fucking bullshit, all right? That's complete garbage talk now, okay? Even if he was the most secure guy in the world, right? It's still going to be really, really fucking awkward for him. And I can tell you this for a fact. Every guy on this planet... Now, I'm not speaking for women here, but I'm speaking for guys here on this one. And you know what? I'm probably speaking for most women here too. Every guy on the planet here, if they get a new girlfriend, or if the person's gay and they get a new boyfriend, and they're hanging out, and their new partner is best friends, are friends with their ex, of course they're going to think, why the fuck are they friends? And they're going to be even more wondering the fact that why the fuck is this guy around? Our girl. Right? Why is the ex around? Because you're going to clearly think the ex is mad into your new boyfriend or girlfriend. Right? That's bullshit. You can't blame it on the new boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, fucking hell, guys. Come on. What kind of entitlement are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Oh, depends how secure my next partner is. So it's all their fault. Is that what you're saying? Now, hey, maybe I'm picking you up wrong, but you cannot expect to go into a new relationship with your ex hanging around and assume everything's going to be totally fine with your new partner. And if it's not, well, hey, fuck you guys. And this person's not secure. That's mad, guys. Sir, I'm sorry now. Jeez, I'm sounding bitter here. My fuck me. This shit winds me up, man. This shit winds me up. Depends how secure your next partner is. Give me a fucking break. All right, I'm going to move on. It's winding me up. Okay, another lady. I think it doesn't happen a lot. Me and my ex were friends, but now we don't speak at all as we move on with life. Okay, so this lady gave it a go, right? You don't speak at all as we move on with life. All right, look. There's one thing I'll give here, and I think women are definitely better with this type of thing than a man. And again, I can't speak for everybody, right? If you do want to be friends with your ex, like, okay, you want to give it a go. All right. But I mean, again, you gotta be careful. What do you define as that? Are you meeting them for coffees every week or 2 weeks? Or are you going on the piss together, drinking together? Because that's what friends do. Right? But okay, she tried, but this girl sounds realistic. She realized, come here, this isn't going to happen. Okay, another lady, it depends if you both wanted the breakup. All right, well, that's bollocks. Excuse me. One person wants it more than the other. I don't care, even if we'll get to as close as mutual as possible. In other words, let's go with, it's never 50-50. At best, and I mean at fucking best, it's 49-51. Okay? So let's say you wanted it 51%, right? You still wanted it just that little bit extra than your ex now. Because one person brings it up sorry, hang on, I'm getting tongue-tied. One person brings it up in conversation, right? It's not like you both talked at the exact split-second time and you both said the exact fucking same thing. One person brings it up and then the other person goes, yeah, okay, fair enough. So it could be 51-49, right? And you're like, yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. I can't handle this anymore. You're right. Yeah, let's break up. But one person does want it because if you really wanted it a bit more than them, they would have spoken up. Okay, another lady. No, let me spell that again. N-O capitals. Yeah, okay. Well, that's pretty straightforward. I agree with that one. Another lady. Of course you can. Oh, here we go. Of course you can, Peter. Simple from personal experience. You can still care as a friend. No benefits, by the way, just friends. You can still care as a friend. Excuse me. All right, you can still care as a friend. Well, okay. You've been through a bit, right? You had feelings for them. Sure, understand that. You care for them as a friend. Okay. But no benefits. Right? Just friends. Yeah, but again, it just always comes back to that question. Can you really, do you really have the stomach and heart and the nerves to sit there in a bar and ask them about their next boyfriend or girlfriend, Here's a guy. Okay, we're going to wrap this up now in a second, guys, because I think we've gone through it off. We haven't fucking solved a thing here. Jesus Christ. Okay, one last one. $1 million question. There is not a correct answer. It can and cannot work, but friends don't easily become lovers. That mostly doesn't work. All right, $1 million question. Okay, fair enough. There is no correct answer. Okay, I'll go with that. It can and cannot work. It can and cannot work. All right. Okay, we've been through quite a bit here now, lads. But friends don't easily become lovers. Yeah, I agree with that. Unless, okay, let's go back to the friend scenario. You got Monica and Chandler, right? Now, they're still with each other. They never went back to friends, right? And I know we're talking about acting here and make-believe, but again, it's based on a lot of different scenarios, right? So it doesn't mostly work. Okay, yeah, guys, listen, I think we'll wrap this up. I don't think we've got anywhere, but look, if there's anybody out there that is, under pressure, because I was under pressure before, if there's anybody out there that feels pressure from an ex, guys, ask yourself this. Can you really and truly sit in a bar and ask them, hey, how's the love life going? Do you have a new boyfriend? Do you have a new girlfriend? Now, if you can get to that stage, and if you can get to that stage without your stomach in your mouth, or your heart in your stomach, whatever way you want to call it, and it does not affect you 1 millimeter, well then, maybe there's hope. But you've got to ask yourself this, guys. If it does affect you, surely be to fuck, the friendship's not going to work. You know? Because look, if you want to talk about black and white, hey, friends can tell each other things, right? Friends talk about their sex life. Friends talk about their next boyfriend, their next girlfriend. Friends talk about all the sort of scenario. Or, oh, he took me here. He took me there. It was amazing. You know, or she took me there. She took me there. Right? That's what friends do. I would suggest, guys, don't even bother. Like, why bother? You know? Like, I understand if you meet your ex in town or in a bar, right? And now, you know, you happen to bump into them. Now, if you've got kids, well, now, okay, now you've got a different scenario, right? But we're just talking about, no, we're not talking about kids because we didn't mention it at the start. But like, why do it to yourself? Why do it to yourself? Why go through all that torture? Or if you're torturing that other person, you're just being very, very fucking selfish. You know? So guys, you know, if anybody's out there, contact me if you want to talk about it more. Maybe there's a scenario where we haven't talked about today and you need to talk. And listen, I'll definitely try and help as much as I can. Guys, yeah, listen, thanks very much for listening today. We didn't really get anywhere today, did we? Jesus Christ, we didn't. But anyway, here's hoping the next time, guys. We'll have a toast to that for the next one. All right. Yeah, so guys, that's Peter Walsh Official. Let's wrap this up. We've been on, 27 minutes. And I hope you stay tuned the next time. Cheers, guys.